In life, the choices we make often shape our future and affect those around us. This story of two sisters shows us how contrasting attitudes and behaviors can lead to very different outcomes, especially in marriage. Are you building a life of joy or frustration for yourself and others? Watch, reflect, and share this powerful lesson. Jane, why do you always touch my things without asking? I've told you so many times.
Oh, stop overreacting, Mary. It's just a book. You act like I ruined your life or something.
It's not about the book. It's about respect. You never listen to me.
Oh, here we go again. Mary, the saint, preaching about respect.
You know what? I'm done talking to you. I'm telling Mom and Dad. Mom, Dad, Jane keeps taking my things and doesn't listen when I ask her to stop.
Jane, is that true? It's not a big deal. She's just making it seem worse than it is.
Jane, that's not the point. If Mary doesn't like it, you need to respect her boundaries.
Fine. Whatever.
I just want her to respect me.
Jane, I will punish you the next time you take her things without express permission.
And I will always report her to you, Dad. Jane, why are you just sitting here? The kitchen is still a mess. You need to go clean it up.
Seriously, Mary? I've been working all morning. I cleaned the living room, did the laundry, and swept the entire house. Can't you do the kitchen?
That's not the point. Mom said the kitchen needs to be cleaned, and you know it's your turn today.
My turn? I've been doing almost everything around here lately. You just sit back and order me around.
That's not true. I do plenty around here.
Like what? Watching TV and scrolling on your phone? If you think the kitchen needs to be cleaned so badly, why don't you do it for once?
Don't talk to me like that, Jane. You're being lazy and disrespectful.
I'm not lazy. I'm exhausted. If you can't see that, maybe you should take over some of the work instead of bossing me around.
Fine. I'll do the needful again. I will tell Dad and Mom about it. Just wait for them to return.
Go ahead. That's always your duty.
Oh no, what a day. I don't think I've driven this much in months. How was your day, dear?
Hectic, as always. The errands were endless, and I barely got a moment to sit down.
You need to rest. No point overworking yourself.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll go freshen up and lie down for a bit. I just need to get to the house. Kitchen is dirty. Wow. Jane, I noticed some things still need to be done in the house, the dishes, the dining table, and the trash. Make sure you take care of that before the day ends, okay?
Mom, I've been cleaning all day. I already did the living room, laundry, and sweeping. Can't Mary do something for once?
Jane, you're good at keeping things in order. I'm counting on you to handle it. Yeah, Jane, you're used to it. It's not a big deal.
Not a big deal. Why can't you ever help out, Mary? You're just sitting there doing nothing.
Jane, I don't want any arguments right now. I need peace and quiet. Just finish up the chores, please.
Of course. Always me.
But Jane, I'm still relying on you to make sure everything gets done.
Unbelievable.
Look at you, Jane. Always running around like the housemaid. You think all this hard work is going to make Mom and Dad like you more?
Mary, I don't do it to impress anyone. I do it because it needs to be done. You should try helping out instead of insulting me.
Help out? Why should I? Mom and Dad are always on my side, no matter what. You can complain all you want, but it won't change a thing.
Mary, this attitude of yours is exhausting. You can't just keep hiding behind Mom and Dad while treating me like this.
Oh, poor Jane, always the victim. Newsflash, no one cares. You're just jealous because I'm the favorite.
You're crossing the line, Mary. This isn't a competition.
Oh, shut up. You think you're so perfect, but you're nothing.
Mary, what is wrong with you?
Go ahead, tell Mom and Dad. Let's see who they believe.
This isn't about them anymore. You need to grow up and take responsibility for your actions. One day, you'll realize you can't keep treating people like this.
Whatever. Keep pretending to be the wise one.
Mary, what are you doing? That food was for Mom and Dad.
Oh, relax, Jane. They won't mind. You can just whip up something else for them.
Are you serious? I spent time cooking that for them. Why didn't you just ask me to serve you your own plate?
Because I don't have to ask you for anything. Besides, you're good at this stuff, aren't you? Just make another batch.
No, Mary. I'm not making anything else. You knew this food wasn't for you, but you ate it anyway. You're the one who should fix this.
Oh, you're really going to tell me no? Fine, but don't come crying when Mom and Dad get mad at you for not having food ready for them.
Let them get mad, Mary. I'm tired of being the only one who takes responsibility while you get away with everything.
You're being so stubborn. Just do it, Jane. You don't want to face the wrath of Mom and Dad, do you?
If they're upset, I'll explain exactly what happened. I'm not covering for you anymore, Mary.
You're unbelievable. You think they'll believe you over me?
I'm done playing your games. If you can't respect me or what I do, then you can deal with the consequences yourself. Uncle Joshua. It's so good to see you.
Jane. How are you, my dear? It's been a while.
I'm fine, Uncle. Please, have a seat. Would you like something to drink?
Thanks. Maybe some water, thank you.
That's it.
Thanks. Where's everyone? Are your parents home?
No, they're out. They'll be back later.
And Mary? I don't see her either.
She went out, but she didn't tell anyone where she was going. That's how she's been lately, coming and going as she pleases without letting anyone know.
That doesn't sound right. Has this been happening often?
Yes, Uncle. She doesn't tell anyone her plans, and when she's here, she doesn't make things any easier.
That's not good. Have your parents talked to her about this?
Dad and Mom doesn't talk to her. They always support her. Anything she says is valid, they don't argue. And when they're not around, she acts like she's in charge, ordering me around and doing whatever she wants.
I see. This needs to be addressed. I'll speak to her when I get the chance, and they'll also have a word with your parents. You shouldn't have to deal with this alone.
Thank you, Uncle. It means a lot to have someone understand.
Don't worry, Jane. Things will get better. Just stay strong and keep being the responsible young lady you are. Mary.
Uncle Joshua. What a surprise. I didn't know you were visiting.
Mary, there you are. I was just asking about you.
Oh. What were you saying about me, Jane?
Uncle Joshua wanted to know where you were. I told him you went out without letting anyone know, like you usually do.
So, do I need permission to step out of the house now?
Mary, that's not the point. It's about being considerate. You should let someone know where you're going, especially your parents. It's basic respect.
Respect. Please, Uncle. Jane's just being dramatic. She always makes a big deal out of nothing.
It's not about drama, Mary. It's about acting responsibly.
Oh, look at her, the perfect little saint. Always trying to make me look bad.
That's enough, both of you. Mary, this behavior isn't acceptable. It's not about Jane making you look bad, it's about how you treat your family and handle your responsibilities.
Great. Now you're taking her side, too.
This isn't about sides, Mary. I'm here because I care about both of you. But you need to understand that your actions affect everyone in this house. If your parents were here, do you think they'd be happy with how you're acting?
I guess yes. They don't bother about me in any way.
She is right. Mom and Dad don't warn her for anything. They always support her no matter what she does.
That's the past. Now, let's put this behind us and focus on being better to each other, okay? Mary, you need to stop this behavior. I will definitely talk to your parents. It's like they have failed in their responsibility.
So, what are we doing this weekend? It's been a while since we planned something fun.
You're right. Maybe we can take Mary out with us for a change. She could use some time to reconnect with us.
That's a good idea. She's been a bit distant lately. A weekend vacation might help.
But what about Jane? Shouldn't we include her, too?
Jane's more responsible, and she's been managing the house so well. I think it's better if she stays home this time. Someone needs to keep things in order while we're away.
I see your point, but don't you think it's unfair to leave her behind? She's been doing a lot lately.
True, but Jane isn't the kind to complain. She understands responsibility better. Besides, we'll make it up to her. Maybe next time, we can plan something just for her.
Okay, but we need to talk to her about this properly. I don't want her to feel overlooked this time around.
Sounds like a plan. Let's just make sure this weekend goes smoothly. And Jane has been so rude, Mom. She never listens to me, and she even refused to cook dinner when I asked her. That doesn't sound like Jane. Are you sure, Mary? Yes, Mom. I tried to be polite, but she just ignored me and said it's not her problem.
We'll talk to her about it. Let's hear her side of the story first.
Mom. Dad. I didn't know you were back.
Yes, we are. And we've been hearing some concerning things about you, Jane.
About me? What's going on?
Oh, don't pretend you don't know. I told them how you've been ignoring your responsibilities and refusing to help around the house.
What? That's not true. I've been cleaning all afternoon, and before that, I cooked for everyone.
Mary said you refused to cook dinner.
I didn't refuse. I cooked earlier, and Mary ate the food meant for you too. She's been making things up to avoid taking responsibility.
That's a lie.
Enough, both of you. Mary, you've been reporting Jane a lot lately. Why should we believe you this time?
Because it's true.
Mom, Dad, you know I've always done my part around here. Mary's been the one avoiding chores and causing trouble.
Mary, is this true? Did you eat the food meant for us? Well, I was hungry, but she was hungry, as you can hear her say. Leave my daughter alone and move on, please. Thanks, Mom. I love you, Mom. I love you, my dear.
You know, Jane, I was just thinking about how lucky I am.
Lucky? What brought that up?
Because I have you. You've turned this house into a home, and I can't thank you enough for all you do.
David, you don't have to say that. I'm just doing my part.
No, it's more than that. You're not just doing your part. You're managing the house so well, making sure everything runs smoothly, and still finding time to support me in everything I do.
Well, you work so hard to provide for us. The least I can do is make sure you come home to a peaceful, welcoming place.
And you've done that beautifully. I admire your patience, your kindness, and how you always think of everyone else before yourself.
It's because I love you and our family, David. That's what keeps me going.
And I love you for it. You've taught me so much about responsibility and what it means to build a life together.
Well, someone had to keep you in line.
And you've done an excellent job. I don't say it enough, but thank you, Jane. Thank you for being my partner, my support, and the heart of this home.
That means so much to me, David. I'm grateful for you too, for working so hard and always making me feel appreciated.
I'll never stop appreciating you. You're my greatest blessing. Mary, I'm home.
Oh, welcome.
Mary, the house is still a mess. I've been working all day, and I'm starving. Is there anything to eat?
There's bread in the kitchen. You can make yourself something.
Mary, this isn't the first time. I go to work hungry, and I come home to find no food in the house in this state. What are you even doing all day?
Excuse me? Are you saying I do nothing?
I'm not accusing you, Mary, but the house looks the same every day. I'm just asking for some help.
Help? You think it's easy staying home all day? Do you know how tiring it is?
But what are you tired from, Mary? I'm out there working to provide for us, and all I'm asking is that you take care of the home while I'm gone.
Oh, so now you're blaming me for everything? Maybe you should quit your job and do everything yourself if it's so important to you.
Mary, I'm not trying to start a fight. I just want us to work together. I can't do everything on my own.
You're overreacting. It's just one messy house. Stop making it a big deal.
It's not just the house, Mary. It's the lack of effort, the way you dismiss everything I say. I don't feel supported, and it's breaking me.
Well, maybe you're just expecting too much.
I don't think asking for a clean home and a meal after work is too much. I married you because I thought we were a team, Mary. Right now, it doesn't feel that way.